If you've ever had trouble getting a good night's sleep and you suspect it could be jaw pain, allergies, or even sleep apnea behind restless nights, our next guest says they can help. Airway Sleep and TMJ Solutions is dedicated to helping their patients with sleep disorders and airway issues. Britt Randall is here now to explain these sleep issues and what makes their treatment unique. Hi, Britt.
Good morning.
Good morning. Talk about how you got involved with Airway Solution.
So that's a great question. My husband is actually Dr. Azus. So I joined his team a few years back as his practice administrator. So I spend a lot of time in training with him and meeting with patients and working with the staff.
So let's talk about the approach that you guys take. And you say it's unique for treating airway and sleep problems.
Yeah, it is unique. It's non-surgical, pain-free. Patients wear it from an average of 18 to 24 months. And it's a permanent solution that patients don't need to wear a device after they've completed the treatment, which is a nice long-term solution for
Yeah.
patients that are feeling a lot of pain
Yeah.
and dealing with a lot of symptoms that are associated with their airway concerns.
So it's an actual device that they wear for a short term to help them with a long term solution. Talk about some of the common symptoms you guys see in the office with the patients that come to you.
Yeah, so if they're coming to us for airway, for example, a lot of them have been diagnosed with sleep apnea, have been diagnosed to utilize a CPAP machine. Some of our children have delayed bedwetting. They even have ADD issues. Some of the adults that we work with have continuous fatigue, migraines, things like that. So there's a lot of
Wow.
undiagnosed symptoms, if you will, that they're dealing with that we haven't been able to provide solutions to previously.
Wow. So it sounds like, yeah, it's a wide range of different symptoms that could be contributing to this
Mhm.
problem when it comes to getting rest or being able to breathe correctly. How long would it take for someone to start feeling the relief from maybe TMJ symptoms once they start a treatment with you?
Yeah, so with TMJ, it depends on the extensity of their situation, right? Everybody's different. Some patients feel relief within a couple of weeks. Some takes a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
But we are going to customize the solutions to each patient and find out what's optimal for their individual solution.
Right. So it's a little bit of a customized approach there. And can you
Mhm,
talk about how you
mhm.
treat TMJ pain?
Yeah, so pain is about getting your jaws in the off position, right? So we may have to adjust their bite, but essentially an appliance is utilized to adjust the bite into a permanent position, which then relieves a lot of those aches and pains, gives those muscles the ability to relax a little bit. And over time, your bite's going to actually stay where that appliance has forced it to kind of stay.
Yeah, kind of readjust and retrain where everything's supposed
Yeah.
to go. And you mentioned you guys work with both children and adults. Can you tell us about any
Hmm.
of the success stories that you've had with your patients at Airway Solution?
Sure, absolutely. So with children, we have a lot of really wonderful results. They're very compliant with wearing the devices. When children start out early and we can adjust their bite, we are going to open up their jaws, which allows their lower jaw to kind of move forward. Oftentimes, they don't need braces in the future.
Mm.
It also can help with children that have been delayed bedwetters, for example, or have been diagnosed with ADD. Putting their tongue in the proper position will immediately provide some solutions to the things that they've been suffering with.
That's good to
For
know.
adults,
Yeah.
it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Yeah.
is that if they're on a CPAP machine, the ideal situation would be to, similar to children, expand the upper and lower jaws, which then allows their airway to open and oftentimes can give them some additional relief so they don't need to have that CPAP machine.
Well, Brett, I want to thank you for coming on the show and kind of giving us some insight into what you do and who you can help, because a lot of people probably could use this service and this information. You can learn more about this treatment at Airway Sleep TMJ Solutions.com.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.